Coffee and Cryptids, oh, that's our show. Talk about Bigfoot, grab a cup of joe. We got so much in store. Jackalope, lizard man, cactus cat, Mothman, Loch Ness, where you at? Do you hide in a bush or swim in a lake? Are you ready for the yeah? It ain't fact called Coffee and Cryptids. Oh, come on, let's go.
Go on now, get.
Hey creeps, today we're talking about dark watchers in Big Sur, California.
We made our way up Highway 1 to Big Sur, California.
But first, we need coffee!
We hit the Big Sur Coast Gallery and Cafe. We both ordered a hot oat and honey chai latte, 10 out of 10. And for the love of God, please order an everything cookie. Dark watchers have been known to be spotted in the Santa Lucia Mountain range, which extends from San Luis Obispo all the way up to Monterey, but Big Sur seems to be the main home for these creatures.
So we are up here in Big Sur, California. Beautiful. I don't know why that's funny. So we are up here in Big Sur, California. Beautiful.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me when you do that.
So we are up here in Big Sur, California, and we are on the hunt to find dark watchers.
Yeah, they're these very creepy, kind of shadowy, tall, lanky figures, and they appear on, like, they're in the naturey areas, but lots of people have seen them. They've got like glowy eyes. They're just like, they're just like shadowy because they don't have like density to them, and then they just kind of disappear.
Mainly they've been spotted in Big Sur here, and they tend to appear at twilight, and when people see them, they just vanish. And there is some scientific evidence that can kind of explain what these are, even if it's not true, but I'd like to think they are true because that's why we're here.
Yeah. Well, there's also, what's the name of the Indian tribe that...
The Chumash Indians.
The Chumash Indians have...
First spoke of these
like
dark watchers.
A long time ago. It's part of the lore.
Yeah.
So it's something that's been around for a long time, even though it's only been documented by white people, fairly recently.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna look for some dark watchers here.
See what we find.
Spotted along California's central coast, these cryptids appear at twilight and vanish before your eyes just as you begin to notice them.
Many writers and poets talk about dark watchers in their famous writings. In 1937, poet Robinson Jeffers mentions them in his book, Such Counsels You Gave to Me. Legendary author John Steinbeck actually talks about the Dark Watchers in a short story called Flight from his book The Long Valley from 1938.
I haven't read it, but imagine that.
Read it now. Read it aloud.
Pepe looked suspiciously back every minute or so, and his eyes sought the tops of the ridges ahead. Once on a white barren spur, he saw a black figure for a moment, but looked quickly away, for it was one of the Dark Watchers. John Steinbeck's son Thomas even released a book about Dark Watchers with his friend Benjamin Brode.
We were young at the time, and you're also a little frightened. Well, you pretend you're not frightened when you're an adult, but when you're a kid, you get into it. It's like going to scary movies, It was, like the Blair Witch Project, walking through the woods. What was that sound? Did you hear that? We do that kind of thing to each other. So we were totally convinced of the Dark Watchers, and well, that was probably very, very good, because one of the traditions of the Dark Watchers is, that I've always heard, is that if you look directly at them, they know that you see them, and they'll disappear like fog. So the trick is if you know they're there, I heard this from my father, he used to, now if you think you see them, want to look out of the corner of your eye. Pretend you're looking over here, but look out of the corner of your eye.
So, I'm a dark watcher.
I'm just a watcher, I guess.
Scientifically, dark watchers can be described as pareidolia, the human tendency to see meaningful patterns in the random or ambiguous.
Another thought might be the phenomenon called the Brocken specter, where people see shadow figures, but it's really a giant shadow of a hiker or a mountain climber. When the sun is behind the subject, a shadow is cast on the mountain below. Both of these theories are usually dismissed because of the detailed reports of how people explain how they have seen the dark watchers forever. People see them from their cars, and it's not just the sun reflecting a shadow on the mountain.
Who or what are the Dark Watchers? These mystical beings of folklore have been around for centuries. Oddly, they resemble the neighborhood watch figure.
I have a friend who claims she saw the Dark Watchers.
I'm not surprised. I mean, a lot of people have.
Thanks for watching our episode about Dark Watchers.
I know I'm not giving you much direction.
No, it's good.
I don't know where I was walking.
Don't ever let someone with bad eyebrows tell you shit about life. Yep.